Hello and welcome to CloudExpert Solutions, your favorite cloud learning channel. In this module, we will talk about AWS Trusted Advisor. As you will build your workload in AWS Cloud, or when an organization runs their production workload at AWS Cloud, the first question appears: how do you know that we are actually following best practices? That's where AWS Trusted Advisor comes in. Think of it as a personal consultant that constantly scans your account to find ways to save you money, close security gaps, and improve performance. Whether you are a solution architect or an AI engineer, this is your go-to service for automated health checks. Let's break it down. Let's review the roadmap for today's session. We will start by reviewing what problem does AWS Trusted Advisor resolve. We will run through AWS Trusted Advisor key features. We will then review AWS Trusted Advisor's available checks for different AWS support plans. Then we will review how AWS Trusted Advisor works. We will then navigate to AWS Management Console to have a quick demo. And as always, we will finish up with a quick summary and key takeaways for your certification preparation. On behalf of the CloudExpert Solutions team, I would like to thank you for joining us and selecting this bootcamp. Let's jump in. Before reviewing the problem, let's review the best practices you should regularly follow to optimize cost for your cloud environment. You must regularly conduct cloud cost audit, continuously right-size your compute and database instances, eliminate idle, unused or any orphan resources. You should set up cost alert and budget threshold or cost guardrails. You should implement resource tagging for cost attribution, and you should also use spot and reserve instances strategically to optimize the compute cost. However, as your cloud environment grows, it becomes difficult to manually track everything. And this is the real picture of any organization. Teams often over-provision resources and forgot unused services or leave security configurations open. Performance bottlenecks also affect users and your organization's brand value. And it's needless to say, manually reviewing every AWS service does not scale. That is where AWS Trusted Advisor pitch in, and AWS Trusted Advisor solves this by continuously scanning your AWS account and highlighting potential problems along with recommended actions. AWS Trusted Advisor organizes its checks into 6 key pillars. The first is cost optimization. This is your best friend for finding zombie resources you don't need, like idle RDS instances or underutilized EC2 or SageMaker instances, idle load balancers or unassociated elastic IPs, maybe over-provisioned EBS volumes, or any AWS Lambda function where you can optimize cost, and many more. Then we have performance. And this is to identify any under-provisioned resources or point of performance bottlenecks. As an example, maybe DynamoDB tables that are not auto-scaled, or any under-provisioned EBS volumes, or any overutilized instances or high latency issues in your account. Then we have security, and this is job 0. It looks for things like missing MFA on root account, exposed access key, unrestricted security groups, or public EBS or RDS snapshots, or any S3 bucket which is publicly exposed, or any overly permissive firewalls. Then fault tolerance. This is to make sure your applications are resilient and there is no single breakpoint. Examples are disabled Amazon Aurora cluster backtracking feature, or disabled DynamoDB point-in-time recovery feature, or maybe if any S3 bucket without bucket versioning enabled, or any unavailable backup redundancy. One of the most important one is service limit. It warns you when you are at 80% capacity of a service quota, So you can request an increase before it's too late for you. Examples are EC2 on-demand instance count, or maybe EBS provision IOPS SSD volume, or maybe auto-scaling launch configuration, maybe DynamoDB read capacity unit or write capacity unit limit, and others. For all AWS resources, AWS has configured a soft limit, and that is to prevent any misuse. You can request AWS support to enhance these limits for you, and then you will have access to bigger quotas. And the last but not least, and this is relatively newest pillar, operational excellence. Operational excellence helps ensure your whole account is running smoothly at scale. Examples are VPC without enabled flow logs, or API gateways without X-ray tracing enabled. For the AWS certification, you must remember the 6 categories and some examples. This slide is going to be very important for your AWS certification preparation. In this slide, we are going to summarize what AWS Trusted Advisor feature is available for what AWS support plan. If you are wondering, do I have an AWS support plan? The answer is yes. When you create your AWS account, you will be registered with free basic support, and this plan is automatically available to all customers. But based on the criticality of the workload, you can upgrade your plan to business or enterprise support plan. Irrespective of the support plan you will have access to 56 Trusted Advisor checks. But if you have a business support plan or any plan higher than that, like AWS Enterprise Support Plan, then you will have access to additional 426 checks, which will be in total 482 checks. Here is a simple dashboard. I have taken this picture from AWS documentation, although recently AWS has changed the dashboard look and feel, and we will review the current design during our demo. Now let's scan every AWS Trusted Advisor pillar and review what is available for basic support tier versus paid support tier. Starting with cost optimization. Cost optimization is not available for basic free support. To get this recommendation, you need either business support or anything above that. Next is performance. This is same as cost optimization, not available for free basic support plan. Then security. Under security, you have only 5 checks that are available, and they are MFA on root account, Amazon RDS and EBS public snapshot, public S3 bucket, or any unrestricted security groups. Rest all are for paid AWS support plans. Moving to fault tolerance. Under fault tolerance, only AWS STS global endpoint uses, meaning if your AWS workloads are making cross-region calls to the STS global endpoints or not, but rest all are for paid support plans. Next, we have service limits. In this pillar, all the checks except AWS Lambda cold storage usage limit, which is only available for AWS business support and higher. And finally, operational excellence. This is also not available for basic support plan. Now let's review how AWS Trusted Advisor works. The process is very simple and automatic. AWS Trusted Advisor constantly scans your AWS infrastructure and environment. Then it compares the finding against the threshold of AWS best practices and clubbed them under 6 Trusted Advisor categories. It then presents its finding in a color-coded dashboard. Here, green means you are good. Yellow is warning for you. That means something looks slightly off, like a resource might be idle. And if you see red, that means it is urgent, and this is usually mean a security risk or you have hit a hard limit. Every findings comes with recommendations and a direct link to fix the issue. AWS Trusted Advisor even integrates with Amazon Q Business, so you can ask natural language questions like, where can I save the most money this month? And you will get instant insights. Now let's go back to AWS Management Console and let's review AWS Trusted Advisor. Back to my AWS Management Console. To access AWS Trusted Advisor, I will type Trusted Advisor in the Service Search panel. The first service in the Service Search option, I'll click Trusted Advisor. The beauty of this service is you don't have to enable anything. It is enabled by default. I do not have any paid AWS support plan. That is why I have access only to limited set of checks. From left hand side, here are the recommendations. Let's review one by one. I'll go to cost optimization first. As I mentioned, no checks are available. That means this is not available for any free support plan. Same as performance, you can see. To access that, you need to upgrade your AWS support plan. Coming to security, here you have some checks that is available. Amazon S3 bucket permission, and it is going to check if any of my buckets are public. This is a description about the alert, and here are my all S3 bucket, in what region they are, what is the name of the bucket, and here you can see the status. That means this bucket is publicly available. Then we have security groups. I have these security groups where the access is unrestricted. Next, Amazon EBS public snapshot, Amazon RDS public snapshot, and MFA on root account. My account does not have any issue with these fronts, and rest of all that is available once you have paid support plan. Then fault tolerance. Under fault tolerance, we have only one option, AWS STS global endpoint uses. Rest all for paid support plan. Next, service limits. Every checks except the last one, Lambda code storage uses. This one is only available for the paid tier. Rest all are available irrespective of your support plan. And finally, operational excellence. This is not available for free tier, only available for the paid tier. Now let's go back to Trusted Advisor dashboard. For that, I'll go to recommendation. And here I have a single pane of glass where I can see what are the critical issues, where I need attention, and what are the informational. For me, I have two critical issues. One bucket is marked as public. This also gives you statistics. That means 1 out of 4 bucket has permission properties that grant global access. And for the second item, it is saying 3 out of 6 security group rules allow unrestricted access to specific port. Now, if you want to fix that, you can click this finding. You can check maybe this one. You can go to the security group. This is the security group. You can click, and here you can see this is the port where I have unrestricted access. Maybe I can edit the inbound rule, and I'll remove this rule. I'll save. I'll go back to Trusted Advisor. Now I'll refresh this finding. Here you go. And here you can see 2 out of 5 security group rules allow unrestricted access to specific port. That means it's not only giving you recommendations, it's also saying what to do and where to do. Back to my PPT, and we came near conclusion of this module. And here is your final cheat sheet. First, you should remember that every AWS account gets some basic security and performance checks that is for free. And here is a complete list of all the 7 basic types. Please make sure you remember this list for your AWS certification. But if you need to see the full list, or if you want to access the full recommendation, then you should upgrade your AWS support plan to business or higher. That means enterprise support plan or others. During the certification, if you see a scenario which is asking for automated best practice guidance or ways to improve architectural health, then Trusted Advisor is your answer. Also, please remember that you can pipe these alerts into CloudWatch, and you can trigger automatic fixes via AWS Lambda. That will be your proactive remediation. That wraps up this module. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more AWS exam preparation courses and cloud certification bootcamps. Got questions or feedback? Drop them in the comment. We love to hear from you. Thanks for learning with us at CloudExpert Solutions. You are now one step closer to crushing your exam. See you in the next module.